Great. So, good afternoon all, and welcome to the another lecture of semester one electronics. We are today studying to start with uh, semester one Nagpur University syllabus paper one, sorry paper two unit one, right? And in that we are going to study about number system, right? Number system. I guess you understand what are numbers, right? So today, if it is visible to you, we are trying to study the numbers. I guess everybody of you have studied these numbers, right? In your 10th or sorry, in your first or second class itself, and you better understand what are numbers, right? But we are going to study today with a different perspective of what are numbers, right? Okay, so we have studied these numbers. That is zero. I guess my screen is visible, and my whatever I'm writing over here is visible to you all. This is one, this is two,
Yes, sir.
and this is three, this is four. So we are just repeating what we have studied in your first class. So this is five, and this is six, this is seven, this is eight, and the last one is nine, right? So I guess this is what we have studied up till now. So we know what are numbers, and all the other numbers are actually the combination of these numbers only, right? So what this number system is called as? What number system we have studied up till now? Do you know that? Actually, we have studied the decimal number system. We call this as a decimal number system. Now, what it implies? Decimal means deci means 10. So we have studied up till now a decimal number system. What it means? Decimal means 10. So 10 means we are supposed to study these 10 symbols, right? Now we will not call them as numbers, but we will call them as symbols. So we have studied these 10 symbols. We are which start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these are all 10 numbers. And after this, what we do, after 9, what we do? We repeat the 0 again with a carry 1, and we call it as a 10. And then we go on repeating that. Then we will have 11, 12, likewise 11, 12, and 13, so on up to 19 again. So it will be 19, and after that what we'll do, we'll make it 0 again, and we'll again carry 1. So it will be 20, and so on. So up till now we'll go up to 99, and after that what will we do? We will again make them as 0. So if you make it 0, then carry 1, then it will again become 0, and we'll have one carry, and we call it as 100, right? So we go on have a combination of all these numbers, and we call them as a decimal number system. This is what we have studied up till now. So we are trying to study now this. So we need to
Sir,
understand.
sound is not clear.
Okay, okay. Keep me updated. Huh? Abhi aa raha hai? Hello, is it clear now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It
Yes, sir.
might be.
Clear heavy.
हाँ ठीक, प्लीज बोलते जाइए. हाँ, अभी आ रहा है क्या आवाज? तो ये जो 10 नंबर्स है, ये जो 10 सिंबल्स है, इसी को पकड़कर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट द डेसिमल नंबर सिस्टम. व्हाट इट इंप्लाइज इज दिस डेसिमल मींस 10, right? So 10, and the number system which is having the base of 10 is called as a decimal number system. Now what is a base? Base is actually the base, or radix is actually the number. Radix or base is the number of symbols that we are supposed to use in a number system, that we call it as a radix, right? Now what else we are going to do in this? When we have only one digit number, we call it as 10 raised to power 0. As I write a number like 3497. So this is a number 3497. Now what we do, we keep on giving them the places of it. So this is called as the units place. That is right like this, 10 raised to power 0. 9 is the 10th place, that is 10 raised to power 1. The third one is the 100th place, that is 10 raised to power 2. And the fourth one is the 1000th place, that is nothing but 10 raised to power 3. So this is what we do. So what we are doing, we are giving the radix the powers of that. So 10 raised to power 3, 10 raised to power 2, 10 raised to power 1, and 10 raised to power 0. And when we write this number, what we do, we are used to 3 into 10 raised to power 3 plus 4 into 10 raised to power 2 plus 9 into 10 raised to power 1 plus 7 into 10 raised to power 0. This is what we are expected to write in a number. So while again solving this, what we will have, it is 3 into 10 raised to power 3 means 3 into 1000, that is 3000 plus 4 into 100, that is 400 plus 9 into 10, that is 90, and 7 into 10 raised to power 0 is nothing but 1. So we will have 7 into 1, that is, this can be written as 90, and plus 7 into 1, so it will be 7 only, right? And then if you add this, we will have this number as 3497. This is called as a number which is having a base of 10, that is the decimal number system. I guess it is okay for now. This is all about the decimal number system. Now we have to study the other number system. So I guess you have understood what is radix or base. Radix or base is nothing but the number of symbols that we are expecting to use in a number system, right? In decimal number system, we are expected to use 10 symbols, and therefore it is called as the decimal number system. So depending on the number of symbols that we are going to use, we are calling that system as that particular number system, right? Now let us, for example, we need to study all these number systems, different number systems in our syllabus in this unit 1 of paper 2, right? So in that, what type of a number system are there? So let us try one. Let us understand the other one. So in that, what we are going to do, we are going to follow this procedure. We have written all the symbols, and after that, when it overflows, what we'll do, we'll again repeat it with a carry, right? So this is what are the steps that we are going to use over there. So this is a decimal number system. Now let us see a number system, which is, say, another number system, which we call it as a octal number system. Octal number system, right? So what octal number system will have? What would be the base of octal number system? This is what I am expecting from your side, to write all these number systems in a chart, in a say table form, and I expect from your side that everybody should do this homework when I complete this, right? So understand and please remember this very, very carefully. So octal, as the name suggests, octal means 8, right? As the name suggests in decimal, decimal means 10, and in octal, octal means 8. So what would be the radix or base of that system is? We'll have 8 symbols, right? We'll have 8 symbols. So the radix or base of the octal number system is 8, right? So when I talk in that term, so I will have the 8 symbols which start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you count these numbers, these are only 8 numbers, right? So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, as soon as these complete and it overflows, then what we will expected to do, as we have done it in decimal number system, what we are expecting to do is we'll again repeat that. So this 0 will come over here and it will give you a carry. So after 7, now it will become 1, 0. Similarly, when we go on adding this, we will have, say, 1, 7, right? And after that, what we'll do again, we will repeat that. We'll have a 0 over there, and the carry is 2, right? So what we are saying is that if there are only 8 symbols, we'll just move those 8 combinations in circle, right? So we'll have 20 over there in octal number system. So we'll have to use the base as I have used it earlier. So 20 in octal. So we'll have to write 8 over there in the radix or base position. So I'm writing that. So as we move again and again, and we go on in the other direction, so we'll have 21, 22, and so then we'll have 27, then we'll have 30, right? So after 7, it is 0 with the carry 1, 30, and if you go on, so we'll have 77. So these are the largest number in 2 bits. So 1 bit and the other bit. 2 bit में हम लोगों ने divide किया. So 2 bit में 77 is the largest in octal number system. After that, what will happen? We'll again repeat that. So it will become 0. It will also become 0, and we'll have 100. So this is how we are going to make you can make your own number systems as you require it, right? So depending on that, we'll have different types of number systems. So we have to study all those number systems. I guess this is okay for you. So the first number system is the decimal number system. Up till now, we have studied this decimal number system, and now further we are going to study the other number systems that are available in electronics and that we are going to use in electronics. So this is another number system that we call it as octal number system. The second one is called as the hexadecimal number system. Hexa, H-E-X-A, hexadecimal number system, right? So hexadecimal number system. What the name suggests now? Hexa means 6 and decimal means 10. So 6 plus 10, so total is 16. So the radix or base of a hexadecimal number system is 16. Remember this. The radix or base of a hexadecimal number system is 16. So we are having the first one as decimal, whose radix or base was 10. Octal number system, whose radix or base was 8. And now we are studying about hexadecimal number system. The radix or base is 16. So now we are having 10, already having 10 symbols in the decimal number system. So we can use those 10, and we'll require another 6, right? So just begin with that. Let us see. So we'll have the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up till now, we are having this as 10 symbols. And after that, the others are, we have to add those 6 symbols again. So what we can do here, we can add the alphabet as such. So we can write here A, B, C, D, E, and F. So since we need that these symbols should be only 1 bit, so we are using those symbols. Since the hexadecimal system requires 16 symbols for that, and therefore we are going to use this 16 symbols. So we have 10 symbols already for as for the decimal system. So we are using those 10 symbols for that, and after that we are going to use A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? So this becomes the hexadecimal number system. So hexadecimal number system is having 16 symbols. Just count it 1 to 9. These are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So 16 symbols is for hexadecimal number system. Now, the last number system, which is very, very essential for the digital electronics as such, the digital electronics that we need to study right from the basics of digital electronics up to the computers and microprocessor, microcontrollers, and programming, we require this binary number system. So we have the 4th number system as binary number system. So we call it as a binary number system, right? Binary, B-I-N-A-R-Y, binary number system, right? What the name suggests. Binary means two. Two. Only two symbols are supposed to be used over there. Now, what are those symbols? Those symbols are simple symbols which are 0 and 1. So only these two symbols are used in binary number system, right? So 0 and 1. After that, what we'll have? We'll again repeat this. So we'll have 0 with a carry 1. Then after that, we'll have 1, 1. When it overflows, we again 0, 0 with a carry 1. So this whole step goes on repeating, right? So we can write here 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. And this it's the third 3-bit number is there. Then after that, again, if you repeat it, so we'll have 0, 0, 0 with a carry 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 1, 1, 0, last 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is a 4-bit number that is used over there. And if you count it from from the view of a decimal number system, they are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these are 15 numbers, and these 15 numbers can be arranged in binary number system with 4 bits, right? So this is a number system that we need to use it very, very fully. We are going to use this binary number system for our further processing and further execution of, say, programs or the microprocessor, understanding of microprocessor. And in microprocessor 8085, which I'm teaching the semester 5 right now, in the first paper or second paper. So this hexadecimal number system is widely used in this, because the microprocessor does not understand binary. It understands only hexadecimal number system, right? But, no doubt it is going to convert it into binary itself for say processing. But initially, we need to give the hexadecimal form of codes or say numbers which we need to say process or say execute or say program. So all the opcodes are in 8085 are in hexadecimal number system, right? Even if you want to do some arithmetic and logical operations, so hexadecimal number systems are to be used over there. So these number systems are very essential to understand the digital electronics portion, right? Great. So I guess I should repeat this again. We have studied this decimal number system up till now. We have studied this from KG1 or first to say till now. We are using this number system only, and we have studied this in a different perspectives. That a decimal number system consists of 10 different symbols, right? We start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These symbols have their own names, right? So we are using those symbols to generate different decimal number systems. They might be very large, big, or anything. They might be about millions or say crores and more than that. But those numbers will have not other symbols than just 10 symbols, right? This is what I mean to say when I say that the decimal number system consists of 10 symbols, right? So the radix and base of our decimal number system is 10, which implies that we are supposed to use 10 different symbols for decimal number system, right? So, and arranging it in that fashion, if you go on adding, or if you go on continuing up to 100, so we'll have that, and up to you go 999, so 999. After that, what will come? It will be 1000. So 1000, right? So when it overflows, we'll have a 0 with a carry 1 over there, and the same procedure and the steps are used in the other number systems also. You can design your own number system, right? Likewise, as per your requirement. So the second number system that we have studied today was the octal number system, and we call that the base of this octal number system is 8, right? The radix or base of a decimal number system is 10. So in octal number system, we use 8 as the radix or base, right? Which implies that we are going to use only 8 symbols in the octal number system, right? So 8 symbols consist of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are all the decimal number system symbols only, but we are going to use only 8 of that. The first initial 8 symbols of that. The names are the same. So we are going to use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? Up till now, 7 symbols means 0 plus 1. So we are having 8 symbols used in that. And when it overflows, what we'll do, we'll follow the same procedure as we are following it in decimal number system. We'll put a 0 again, we'll repeat it, and we'll have a carry over there. So 1, 0. After 7, we'll have 10. Then if you go on further adding it, so it will be 17, 1, 7 with a base of 8, right? So every time we need to write that we are having a base of 8, right? So in bracket, we'll put 8. Up till now, we have not put with it because we were only using decimal number system. So it is general or a universal phenomena that we have. If you write any of the numbers, it is supposed to be, it is taken for granted as it is a decimal number system. But now in this chapter, we have to specify whether that number is decimal or octal. How you're going to specify it? You have to put in a bracket, and you have to write a base in suffix over there. So as I've written over here, I have 17 with a bracket, and I have put 8 over there in the suffix portion, right? So it implies that this number is from octal number system, right? This was the second number system that we have studied today, the octal number system. The third number system is a hexadecimal number system. Hexa means 6, decimal means 10. So the total is 16, hexadecimal. So decimal plus hexa means 6 plus 10, that is 16 symbols we have to use. Since we are having only 10 symbols in a decimal number system, so we are going to use all the 10 symbols over there up to 9. So 9 is up to 9, we are having 10 symbols. And after that, since we require only 1 bit over there, so we are going to use the alphabet. Those are A, B, C, D, E, and F. And if you count all those, they will show you that there are 16 symbols that are being used over there in a hexadecimal number system. So the hexadecimal number system consists of 16 as radix or base, right? Radix or base. So every time whenever you write this number, what you'll do, you'll have to specify in a curly bracket that it is a hexadecimal number. So you write a bracket and then put a 16 over there in, say, 16 in the suffix of that bracket, right? Similarly, you can also write H, capital H over there. So it stands for hexadecimal. You can write capital O for octal number system. You can write capital 10, right? So, capital D for decimal number system. And for binary, you can put 2, small 2, or we generally put 2 only for binary number system. So binary number system, we can put 2, right? So in hexadecimal number system, we are going to use 16. In binary number system, we are going to use only 2 numbers. So the radix or base of binary is supposed to be 2, right? So 2 is the radix or base of a binary number system, which implies that we are going to use only 2 symbols of the decimal number system. Those symbols are 0 and 1, right? So we are using the 0 and 1, and when it overflows, we again repeat that. So we'll have 0 and 1 again. So again, if you add that, so it will be 1, 1. Then when it overflows, so we'll have 2 zeros with a carry 1. Similarly, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So it is 7. So I will show you how it is 7 and all. So these are the symbols, these are the numbers which we are supposed to use in binary number system, right? I hope this is enough for today's class. I put a homework in front of you to do. So next time, whenever I expect from your side that you should put, you should make a table of that. So we'll have 10, we have 4 columns in that table. The first column should be the decimal number system. The second column should be, say, the octal number system. Third is hexadecimal, and sorry, the fourth one is the binary number system, right? So how you're going to, and you need to write the numbers over there, right? So start from decimal. So we'll have 15 numbers over there in that decimal number column. One starting from 0 to 15, right? So 0 to 15 for decimal. Write these numbers. These are very easy to write, right? So you can do that. So this is the first column. In the second column, you need to write octal number. So it is going to start from 0 to 7. Then it will go 1 0. So you'll come to know what 15 in decimal stands for in octals, right? So we need to see that. So it is 1 0, then 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, and 1 6, and 1 7, right? So it will go like this. So just check how many numbers, and the rows will show you the equivalent of all these numbers, right? So decimal number, octal number, and hexadecimal number, right? Next, the third column is for the hexadecimal number, in which you are going to write all these 15 symbols. So from 0 to 9, it is 10, and after that you need to write the alphabet, that is A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? Up to F, we are having 6 symbols. So total becomes the hexadecimal number system. The total becomes the 16 symbols. Similarly, in the fourth column, you are expected to write the binary numbers, right? So they might start from 0 0 0. So if I put it like this, so if I get 4 bits, so I can put it like this. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. So if you put 0 in front of any number, it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make a difference actually. So when I write like this, 0 0 1, it implies that it has a value of 1 only, right? So 0 0 1. So I'm writing these numbers in 4 bits. I expect from your side that these 4 columns should be filled properly. And if you have any problem in writing this, just come to know or put comments on in the group. And I expect from your side that you will be putting the snapshot or a photo of whatever you have made in the group. So I will be giving you, say, internal mark on those homeworks, right? So this is a very simple unit in which you are expected to score more, right? But if you understand, then only you are able to score. These are very simple fundamentals of number system, right? So as I've told you, there are 4 number systems which are supposed to study in this unit. So the first number is decimal number, the second is octal number, the third one is the hexadecimal, and the fourth one is the binary number system. I expect from your side, whoever are attending today in this class, to make a table of this 4 number system column wise and put all the numbers that you have understood over there, and take a photo of it and post it on the group, right? So that I should come to know with your name, like this is the say assignment from this student thing, right? So kindly do that, and if you have any problems, put it on the group itself so that we can resolve it in the tomorrow's class. I guess this much is enough for today. So okay, so say at the end, let me conclude formally that thank you for attending today's class, and I wish that you have understood the different number systems which we need to study from the point of view of RTM Nagpur University Paper 2 Unit 1 syllabus, right? So we are going to study more about this in the next coming classes, how to convert these numbers from one form to the other, right? Thank you very much, and for this, and yeah, so tomorrow we'll again begin with this, and we are going to study the further conversions of these number systems. So I thank you once again for attending this class, and I expect from your side that you'll attend more classes regarding this, and go on YouTube and watch my video. Thank you. I will be uploading this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much. Have a nice time. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay safe and take care. Good day. See you soon. Bye.